Hello everyone. Bear with me today. I am getting my bearings. Hi, good morning. How are the pets, bitches, and losers today? You know, that's how I open it. So, I got some really awesome questions. Can I just say, I love those of you that have a sense of humor. You're not on kink mode 24/7 because that's exhausting. But I always enjoy a sub that is witty. And I'll tell you, it's mostly you Brits, and I love Brits. I wish I could move to the UK. That's a whole nother video. But as I was saying, I appreciate you subs who come into the DMs very respectfully and have a personality and so on and so forth. I kind of wanted to make this video all about questions, but I have to address something really quickly, and then I'll answer some questions. And I just realized I forgot my little piece of paper because I'm driving and it's not good to, read off of something and drive. So I had little notes, but sadly I left them. But I can think of a few questions off the top of my head that people wrote. And you will know who you are because nobody gave me, basically said, yeah, call me out. Nobody said that. So I'm not going to call anybody out unless they request it. So here's the deal. Yesterday on Twitter, it was very interesting. And I've been seeing this over and over with people who call themselves subs, slaves, Mrs. So-and-so's bitch boy or whatever, or girl, whatever. My whole point is, if you are marketing yourself as a submissive, okay, that, I'm trying to process this so I can really make people understand. I have found that a lot of you aren't really into the whole submissive thing. You don't want to submit. You may have kinks where you want a pretty girl to step on your dick or kick you in the balls, or you want a pretty girl to take your money, because of whatever reason. You might want to have a pretty girl, humiliate you and stuff like that. It's more of like you have a kink and you want that kink catered to. But if you're going to basically sit there and say, oh, I'm a submissive, and yes, goddess, and yes, queen, and yes, this, and yes, that, but then you turn around and say disparaging things about other doms that might not be the dom you serve or the dom that you're attracted to. Here's the thing. If you're truly into BDSM, you're a submissive, yes, I will definitely say looks can help play the part when you're getting your ass beat. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can get that. But I will tell you, when I was a submissive to my mentor, who, was my boyfriend at the time, the only time I've ever been submissive, he is not some, Greek god by any means, okay? He's not awful, but, he's not eye candy. That's for fucking sure. And it was more about the way he made me feel. Oh, I hate when stuff pops up on my phone. The way he made me feel the way, oh my God, yeah. Woo! I think about it and I'm like, wow. So, you know, it's a psychological thing. And I believe that if you're truly, truly, truly into being dominated, especially by a woman, and humiliated or whatever, you know, smacked around, kicked in the balls, whatever, if you're truly, truly into BDSM, then it doesn't matter what the person looks like. It matters how that person makes you feel. I'm not going to dismiss that people might be like, well, you know, in my brain, she has to have blonde hair. She has to be, you know, super skinny with big tits. She has to have a big ass. I get it. Everybody has their preference. But I also am a firm believer that it is a more cerebral, you know what I mean? It's a more mental thing on if somebody can take you there, whether it be a woman, a man, or whatever. Anyways, that's my opinion. I am sure those of you have other opinions out there, and maybe some of you might agree. And the reason why I'm bringing this all up is there was a slave. That's what he's billing himself at, a slave, which to me that even translates into you're more hardcore because you're calling yourself a slave. Sitting there kind of giving his opinion on how doms should look, or, you know, they're not beautiful enough. Here's the thing. You can say hold on, before I even get to that. So, yeah, he's basically, you know, oh, well, you know, their looks are important. Bitch, shut up. Honestly, shut your fucking mouth. The way he said it was not respectful towards women at all. And if you're into femdom, look it up. Look it fucking up. If you don't, I'm not going to sit here and fucking explain that. But the whole thing is, it's like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to me. You can call me ugly. You can call me old. Are you fucking kidding me? That is the fucking funniest shit to true doms than anything else, is you're trying to insult us? That's what we do for a living. Oh my God. And somebody who calls themselves slave is gonna, like, your fucking opinion is even gonna matter to me. I mean, it honestly is hilarious to me. And so then you're also going to sit there and say this shit via the internet, where all your followers and my followers and my followers can fucking see you talking down to a fucking dom, whether it's female or male, a sub, slave, what the fuck ever, supposedly also who's supporting femdom, is going to sit there and try to degrade a dom. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. So, anyways, I am not saying that subs should take abuse. I mean, well, you should, but you know what I mean. You should not take, like, you know, if something really does bother you, if a dom is really, like, degrading you and saying things that really don't fucking float your boat, then, you know, speak up and say something. And then if they keep going on, then you just need to move away and say bye and find somebody else. But when you're just gonna sit there and be like, you're an old ugly bitch. Bitch, you're on fucking Twitter paying women to fucking pay attention to you. So you think I'm really gonna fucking, like, sit there and get all twisted because you called me an old ugly bitch? Oh my God. Oh my God. Motherfuckers can say that in my vanilla life and I'll do the same shit. I am so fucking secure with myself. It's not even funny. The only person I give two shits about what thinks about me is me. And trust me, I could destroy myself being like I need fucking Botox. So anywho, yeah, if you're gonna sit there and try to like humiliate a dom, this is what we think and say. And then we talk amongst each other and we fucking, it's pretty fucking funny. And then we just block you. But anywho, all right, enough of that. Oh God, my ear itches. I don't know why. So, okay, let me think of questions. Q&A time. Q&A time. And I think I'm just always, I am having a good time getting kind of to know some of you, and I think I've acquired a few little pets. I'm not sure, but if not, you know, that's okay too. I am, so remember, hit me up at my Twitter. It's your_queen_PK. That's my username at Twitter. If you want to DM me a question, the first word in capital letters should be question, and then ask me a question. And that will be the only time that I am not going to scream at you for coming into my DMs without tributing. Okay? And you get one question. So, all right. First question, and I found this pretty funny. The guy was like, are you goth? Are you a vampire? Why almost every single video you have black on? Well, a lot of the videos I'm recording as I'm going to work. I love my vanilla job. I've worked super, super, super fucking hard actually to do my vanilla job. I've spent a lot of money. Actually, I will say this month, last payment to a student loan. Ooh, ooh. I'm done. Took fucking forever to pay it off. All right, so I have my vanilla job is this is this is ironic, but guys, I am around men all day, and I make them look pretty. I make them feel better about themselves. I sit there and listen to their woes and tell them how fabulous they are. I basically am in the men's grooming industry. I am a licensed cosmetologist, barber, and barber instructor. And I basically sit there and tell you guys how you should look. Not really. Like, you know, give suggestions and so on and so forth. The phone moved. Sorry. So yeah, I love my job. I love men. I think you guys fucking rock. I really do. I do love men. I love women too, but I enjoy men. Especially in that industry, you guys are a hell of a lot more fucking easier to control than a woman. But yeah, so that's what I do, and I have to wear black for work. That's our uniform, is black. So I do look like half my wardrobe is made for going to funerals. I said that one time to a client, and he was actually getting a haircut to go to a funeral. Awkward. Okay. Let me think. So that was why do I always wear black, and I actually answered another question about what is my vanilla job. Oh, here's a question, and like I said, I will answer the majority of questions personally, you know, about my personal self. Somebody asked, are my boobs real? I'm sorry for asking, mistress. That was very sweet and very kind. It's all how you ask the question, and you did it very respectfully. No, they're not. I'm on my second boob job. Need to get a third. If anybody wants to finance that, it's going to be a doozy because I want to go to a doctor out in Orange County. But if you want to finance it, I'll let you play with them afterwards, and I'll give you my old implants. Yeah. No, I'm serious. If anybody's interested, let me know. You could get 2 of you to do it, and you each can have an implant. So, it could be a split thing. But anywho, and I'll take pictures, and you'll be able to feel them once. No, just kidding. You won't be able to feel them, but I'll give you pictures of them. So yes, no, they're not real. What else? Oh God, see, I go to such a complete freaking blank. That's why I did a little post-it. Okay, here was one, and do you really enjoy BDSM, or is this just an act? Are you like the other doms that just want money? Because, and let me put a little note onto that, because the main question was because I have not been active in the industry forever. So yes. Okay. So, I will answer a question why I haven't been active, because this was a long question. I've been in the adult industry since I was 16. Not doing BDSM, but I was dancing. Yeah. And so I really was still very active the majority of my life from 16 to in my 30s. Whether it was practicing, dancing, filming, whatever. I actually also did production work on adult stuff. So it was a long time. It's a very mentally draining thing, especially BDSM. It's a lot of energy. It's really going somewhere. You got to go deep. And I think when I was younger, it affected me a lot more than now, because you have when you're younger, your ego's a lot bigger. Hey, listen, I know I'm not the prettiest. I know I'm not the most fit. I'm not the most young. Yeah, I get it. Like, when I was in the adult industry, I never was like that girl that made all that tons of money because they had that look. But that's okay. I love who I am, who I've become. And yeah, I love BDSM. I love, especially now, I've never been able to experience anything like this online, because when I was active, this shit really wasn't happening, and it makes it so much easier. Oh my God. And because of where I am mentally, like I said, I don't give a fuck what you say about me. I don't care. Now, when I was 28, I may have cared a little more. Now I don't care. So it's a whole different mentality of being able to dominate and just be like, yeah. Makes me a little tingly down there. It's hard to explain, but yeah. To know that you also can satisfy somebody else's kink. So yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. If I need a mental break, I'll be the first to be like, you know what? I'm stepping away for a couple days or whatever. I need a mental break. I don't know. I really believe you can't be this 24/7. If you are, more power to you. Even the people I know that really fucking live this lifestyle, they're still not 24/7. They might be 70-30, but they still have 30. So yeah, I do love it, and I'm excited that I can, do this. Do this like via online. It's awesome. I would still probably work in a dungeon if I lived in California. I don't trust out there, I know people more, and yeah, I feel that if I was there, I would do one-on-one. But where I'm living now, nah, I don't know. Yeah. I might do a cash meet, but I'll definitely be fucking carrying, and there'll be a sniper fucking watching your ass. But yeah, no sessions. I don't. It's different in Los Angeles and New York. I had a big community of people I knew and I trusted, and yeah, that I would do. I don't know if I'd do New York though, because basically all my people have kind of like poofed away. So anywho, yes, I am into it. I am. And you will notice there's a lot of girls out there that, they're glorified sugar babies, and they're just like, baby bitch. And if you're into that shit, you're into that. Fine. But, if you really want to, deal with a dom, whether it's female or male, that is truly in the BDS mindset, you really need to do your research and look at their tweets and see how they handle stuff and communicate with them and see. It's all about doing your research. I've said that before. All right, so am I really into it? God dang. Oh, here was a good one. When you were a submissive to your mentor, I like this. This was a good, I'm glad that people are holding back and asking some personal questions. So, okay, anyways, back to the question. When you were submissive to your mentor, what did you like being done to you, and what did you hate? Okay, well, hate right off the top. I fucking hated being caned. Just thinking about it gives me fucking goosebumps. But I love to cane somebody because I know how that feels. And if you're into that, so I would get caned every now and then for being bad. You do something, you gotta, sometimes you just really want to be punished, and so yeah. Yeah, I hated being caning. And I didn't like anything on my nipples. No. And that. So yeah. And I didn't like really being hit in my inner thighs with anything close to like a cane or a really skinny crop. I didn't mind being like flogged in there and stuff like that, but yeah, so that is kind of the, those three are kind of like the top. What did I like? I love to be flogged. Actually, I have a really, really beautiful flogger that was custom made for me. I need to find it. God, I have all my BDSM equipment, what's left of it, stored. All my latex fucking melted. That shit just deteriorates. So if anybody wants to buy me some fucking latex, I would ever be so appreciative. But I loved being flogged. The cat o' nine tail was fine. I liked to be whipped. Bull whipped? No, not that. I don't want anything. It sounds weird. I have a big ass phobia with being cut, so I don't like any type of whip that can like really slice you. I liked to be a pony girl. I actually went to I think it was the first fetish ball Los Angeles had, and me and my dom won first place because I went as a pony girl. I have pictures of that. I will dig them up. Oh, it was so awesome. I like being blindfolded. It was a good thing. But yeah, sadly, he's been kind of the only one in my personal life that has, been a dom to me. I haven't. Yeah, I found out really quick I'm not a very submissive person. Now, I have done fetish videos where I played kind of a switch, and I almost beat the fuck out of this dude who considers himself Dom. Trust me, I could fucking peg him so hard it wouldn't even... Pegging's not my thing, but I told him the one thing, because when you're filming, you know, if I'm having to be a fucking submissive to somebody who I'm not into, the only person I'm really going to be down for being a submissive to is my mentor, and I did work with him quite a bit. Every now and then a chick, yeah, because girls just, you know, they're fun. But I wasn't like, you know, whatever. But they were easier for me to act submissive to than, you know, some fucking blowhard who thinks he knows what he wants. Whatever. So I tell him he's going to use a crop on me. That's fine. Do not hit in my thighs. What's this motherfucker do? He hits right in my thighs. I swear to God, I almost fucking punched him. And I just gave him that look, and we had discussed what was going to be done and what could not be done, and that was top on the list, and that motherfucker, and he's looking at me like, he did it one more time. I was fucking tied to a chair. I fucking came up so quick that the majority of the ties came off, and I almost broke the chair, and I started screaming at him like I was going to shove that crop up his ass. So, you know, I'm going to just put it out there. Subs, if there's something you really do not like really do not like I said, you know, being caned once or twice because I was a really bad girl, okay. But over and over and just like, okay, no, fuck that. So I get it. Like, maybe you're being bad and I'm going to do, you know, the thing you hate the most. But, you know, if you really fucking hate it and you really don't want it done because it just does not bring you any type of pleasure, fucking tell your dom. And if your dom doesn't respect that, then you need to get the fuck out. We don't break our toys. Anywho, this is a really long video. It's almost 30 minutes long. I can't remember any more questions. I'll go back through. Please send more. Yeah, you guys are doing so good. And like I said, I've gotten a couple cute little tributes. Yeah, you know, it's just about the respect. And you're showing that you have it and that you appreciate us. So thanks, guys, for watching. And have an awesome weekend. I may record something tomorrow going to work, but usually Sundays I don't. But anywho, have an awesome weekend and subscribe so you know when I post stuff. And if you have any suggestions on what you would like me to talk about, then shoot me a message and put in, you know, first word in caps, YouTube suggestion, and then I'll read it, and then I'll make sure that, you know, I just don't delete you. Like I said, you know, I don't usually open my DMs unless there's a tribute involved. And don't be stupid. I had somebody like put question, and then his stupid ass tried to slip a dick pic in there. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking maybe Saturday night I'll do dick ratings if anybody's interested. Follow my Twitter so you can find out. Okay. But yeah, if you want your dick rated, I'll be